and I'm recording that particular part. Okay, till now I was not recording the lecture. So let us see that question. Okay, everyone must have seen ripples in the lake. Okay, when we throw the stone, ripples are created at the point where stone is like stone went into the water, and then the radius of ripples increases. I hope everyone is clear with the situation. Okay, so the rate of increase of radius of ripples is 2 centimeter per second. Okay, I'm just reframing it in easy words so that you can understand. You have to find the rate of change of area when radius is 10 centimeter. Okay, this is a similar question reframed in a different example. I have not written the whole question, but you should be clear with the situation what I told in the beginning. It's like when we are throwing the stone, there will be ripples created and the radius of ripples will increase. So that rate of increase of radius of ripple is 2 centimeter per second. We need to find the rate of change of area when R is 10. Everyone, give it a try. So it's given in the question that dA over dt is 0.1 centimeter per second. This will be used in most of the questions after differentiation only. Yes, Late.
Sir, if it's asking for the length, isn't it just dl by dt?
You can take L also, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Okay, these symbols are like what you are taking it is not important. Okay, the way you
Uh,
are doing it, that is important.
I thought it was like a part of the mark scheme. Apparently not though.
No, no, no. You can even take X also. You just declare it that let the side be L, let the side be X. Whatever you want, you can take that. Find the rate of change of volume of a cube at the instant the side length is 5. Okay, so you see that try to correlate this with the previous question. It is similar. Volume is L cube if I'm taking L. Okay, you need to find rate of change of volume means dV by dt. Now, why rate of change is written as dV by dt? Can anyone tell the reason for that? Why not any other variable? Why am I taking t only?
It's increasing with time.
No, whenever it
Uh,
is rate, rate is with time. In whole physics, rate of change of distance, rate of change of velocity, these type of terms you have seen. Okay, so it is the same logic. So dv by dt will be equal to 3L square, like differentiation of L cube will be same as differentiation of X cube. So it is easy to write 3L square. But the only new thing is we cannot leave it till here. We have to write dl by dt. So when we are writing 3L square, that was the differentiation of a power. Power means L cube. Once we are done with differentiation of power, we need to differentiate L also. That's why we have to write dl by dt. Now read the question. They have given side length also. So L is 5. After differentiation, only you should put this value. dl by dt is 0.1. So we'll put all these values and we can get the answer. So it will be 3 times of
I'm getting 7.5.
5 square times 0.1. 3 times 25, 1 by 10. 7.5 centimeter cube per second. Always write it down with proper unit. It's a volume. It's a rate of change of volume. So it will be with respect to second, with respect to, like, it will be centimeter cube. So look at the working and just see that it is same as the previous two questions which we have done.
Sir, just one question. The
Yes.
working is quite short, so the 5 marks, where are the 5 marks going?
Okay. For this, you cannot elaborate the working. Okay. So you'll get 5 marks. I can tell you that how you will get 5 marks. Okay. Tentatively, I am showing you 1 mark you will get for this. This is right interpretation of data from the question. 1 mark you will get for the formula. 1 mark you will get for correct differentiation. 1 mark you will get for putting the values correctly, because after differentiation, this is a very important step. Writing L is equal to 5, dl by dt is 0.1, and the final mark he will get for getting correct answer.
Sir, could you not just go right away and write 3 times 25 times 0.1? Don't they like mean the same thing?
No, you
They,
should, it is same thing, but you should show this step. As I was saying that this is
okay,
the most important step where you are showing that you are putting L is equal to 5, dl by dt is 0.1.
okay,
Okay.
yeah, okay.
Okay, so everyone is clear with it.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Relatively better now as compared to the previous questions.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay. Is there anyone having any question? Samuel, any question? Rakeen?
Mm.
Samuel, all clear?
Yes, sir.
Rakeen?
Yes, sir. It's clear. So, sir, I have one question. Like, wouldn't the formula vary depending on what shape it is?
For sure. It depends on the shape only. All the
Because for
form.
the last one, it was like we were doing pi,
Ah,
and for this one, we
well,
did
it
like
was a circle.
no, like we were using the pi formula. I mean,
Because it
like we
was
were using, yeah, yeah. So in this one, because there's a cube, we're
it's
using
cube.
L cube, right? Okay.
Even for the
Yeah,
same
understand.
shape, if it is surface area and volume, it all depends on the formula. Okay.
Okay, so
So the prerequisite for these type of question is that you should be aware with all the formulas of surface area and volumes. Year 11 mensuration will be used whenever needed. Okay. And you can check that what type of formulas they will give in the that booklet. Okay. Whatever is provided along with paper. If all formulas are not there, then you should learn few formulas. Okay. While practicing, you can learn. Okay. Now the next one is sphere. So if you guys are Samuel, what have you done so far?
sir, so it says that radius is directly proportional to like time. So I just did dA is divided by dt is equal to pi bracket 2r times dr by dt. Is that right?
Okay, it seems correct. I want to know others also. What others have done? Late, what have you done?
So I took the volume of a sphere and I took dr over dt equals 4 over 3 pi r cubed multiplied by d over t, and I just differentiated it and I didn't know what to do after that. So I got 4 pi r squared times dr over dt.
Okay, the first thing what needs to be done was, like, it is there in the first paragraph only. In the production process of a glass sphere, hot glass is blown such that the radius increases over time. Dr by dt is directly proportional to the temperature. That was the first step. Okay, these steps needs to be shown. Find an expression of in terms of r and T for the rate of change of volume. So if this is equal to, if this is proportional to T, then I can just write dr by dt is equal to some k times T. K is a constant. Okay, this is the first step. Was there anyone who did this initially?
Sir, I wrote something like that, but it's not exactly like that.
Okay, Rakeen, what about you?
I got the dr over dt is directly proportional to t. I wrote that down, but then I don't understand how I got dr over dt equals to kt.
Okay, because that is proportional. Now, when we have to use it later, then we have to write it in terms of K and T. Okay, next step. Rate of change of volume. So first we need to write the formula for volume 4 by 3 pi r cube. Okay, then we will find rate of change of volume. It means we need to find dv by dt. That's what they are asking. So dv by dt is 4 by 3 pi constant. It will be kept out. Differentiation of r cube is 3r square and differentiation of r is dr by dt. Okay. Is there anyone having any doubt or any question in this step?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
We'll read the last statement one more time. Find an expression in terms of r and t. You see that we are getting dv by dt in terms of r, and if this dr by dt is replaced by kt, then our work will be done. Okay. Now how we have to write, let us understand. So it is 4 by 3 pi times 3r square, and that is kt. I'm getting 4 pi k r square t. 4 pi k is a constant. Okay. So you can actually replace it by some constant, or you can keep it in this form only. Okay. So this is the final answer. If someone is writing the answer as dv by dt is equal to lambda times r square t, then also this will be accepted, because lambda is some constant which is equal to 4 pi k. We are not sure about the k value. It means 4 pi k is uncertain. So we can replace it by lambda. So the last step what I have written, it is not compulsory, but if someone is leaving the answer in this form, then also it will be accepted. But you can leave it in that boxed form also. So till there, if anyone have any question.
Sir, I did everything right, but I didn't write dr over dt equals k. I just did the steps without k. Where did k constant come from?
So in the
Is it
end,
because
how did you replace this dr by dt? Did you or you didn't? Did you replace this dr by dt or not?
dr by dt with kt? No, because I didn't get kt.
Okay. Okay, now in these steps, if anyone have any question, be quick.
Wait, sir, what's the final equation you got?
Final answer can be written as the boxed form or the one which I have highlighted with pink.
Okay, sir. Yeah.
If you want to be free from confusion, because it is a very initial phase where we are learning these things for the first time, you can keep your answer in this only. Okay, later on you'll understand that k is some uncertain constant. So 4 pi k is also some uncertain constant which can be replaced by lambda. Okay, so both of them are equivalent. Now the next part of the question is giving us some more information. We need to use this result only for sure. So when the temperature of the glass is 1200, a glass sphere has a radius of 2 and its volume is increasing at the rate of 5. Find the rate of increase of radius at this time. They are asking dr by dt. Okay, so we may have to use that yellow highlighted box expression. It is not necessary that all the time what information they give, we have to use everything. Okay, we can't use everything. So at this temperature, radius is 2. Even if we are using this radius, it means we are using that same temperature only. Okay. So I am using this expression. It will be dV by dt is equal to 3 will be cancelled. So it is 4 pi r square dr by dt. Why I have to use this expression? Because they are asking rate of increase of radius. Okay, so I have no other option. I have to use this only. Good part is, in the question, they have given dV by dt as 5. They have given r also as 2. So I have everything. If you look in this expression, dV by dt is given 4 pi r square. I can put it in the calculator and get some answer. I will get dr by dt. So now it is just calculation left. 5 over 4 pi 2 square is equal to dr by dt. Just solve and get the answer. And while writing, if anyone have any question, any doubt, you can ask that also.
So I'm getting 0.099.
Okay.
Yeah, sir.
Yes. 0.099. We can write it down as 0.01. dr by dt is 0.01 centimeter per second. Write the unit also. Okay, so if anyone have doubt that why we are not using 1200 degree centigrade, is there anyone who have doubt that why we didn't use that?
No, sir.
No, sir. One question though.
Yes.
I'm getting 0.099, right?
Yes.
Doesn't that round to 0.1? Not 0.01. Why am I rounding down if I'm 0.099?
It's correct actually. It will be rounded off to 0.1. Okay, because it's
Okay.
0.099. So 0.09 will be rounded off to 0.1. So if it is 0.099, then for sure it will be 0.1. Good. Yeah, that was my mistake. Okay, so everyone, is it done? Shall we move on to the next question?
Yes, sir.
Okay. An ice cube of side length x. This question we are going to do together. Okay. I think there are two questions. There are two more questions left. So these two questions, I'll try to finish it off in today's lecture only. Okay. We are going to do it together. If anyone wants to try, you can try along with me, or else you can just listen to what I'm saying. An ice cube of side x is melting at a constant rate of. Looking at the unit, you should get an idea that what they have given. They have given dV by dt, centimeter cube per second. It's a rate of change of volume. Assuming that ice cube remains in the shape of a cube while it melts, find the rate at which its surface area is melting at a point when its side length is 2. Okay. dV by dt, we are going to use it. We'll assume that let the side length be x. Intentionally, I'm taking it as x. Okay, so that your mind should be flexible. It's not required you have to take L only. And by the way, in the question itself, it is given x. So no chance. Okay, we have to take that only. Volume of cube will be x cube. When we will differentiate it, it will be dV by dt is equal to 3x square dx by dt. Now just try to understand that in some question, they will give dx by dt and they will ask dv by dt. Vice versa can also happen. So this is a question where vice versa is there. dv by dt is 0.8. We need to find everything for side length 2. I will put x is equal to 2 here only. And I will find dx by dt. So 0.8 over 4 3s are 12 is dx by dt. 4 2s are 4 30s are 1 by 15. I can write dx by dt as 1 by 15 only.
Sir,
Yes.
why do you use 3x squared?
Okay. When you will differentiate x cube, what you will get?
3x squared.
Is it clear?
Oh, sorry. Okay, yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, why are we using area? Isn't it the surface area that we have to use? Why
That
are we using a cubed
okay.
or x cubed?
This area is something what we have to find. Okay. So in surface area, we are going to get use this dx by dt. So that's what we were trying to get from dv by dt. This was given. Okay. Now the real question starts. This was just a preparatory work. Okay. We were just
Mhm.
preparing for getting what they are asking.
I was taught, sir, that like when I was younger, that surface area of a cube is 6x squared.
That is correct, no?
Yeah, so we just need x. We have x. Why are we getting the area?
Okay. Just keep patience for 2 minutes.
Okay,
Okay. You'll understand.
okay.
Find the rate at which surface area is melting. Okay. Find the rate at which its surface area is melting. Okay. The rate at which its surface area is melting means the rate at which its surface area is changing. Okay. So ds by dt is asked. Now we are going to start with surface area is equal to 6x square. Okay. When we differentiate on both the side, I will get ds by dt. 6 times differentiation of x square is 2x dx by dt. Now x is already given as 2, but how do we get dx by dt? From where you will get dx by dt? So that dx by dt was prepared earlier only using volume. So now try to connect both the things and you will understand that why we were doing all those things before.
Understand now.
Okay, so ds by dt is asked. I hope everyone is clear what is asked and what is given. Okay, and what is given based on that, what we need to obtain. So these things, when you will practice, automatically it will click in your mind that, yeah, that is why we were doing that. So x is equal to 2, 6 to the 12, x is equal to 2, dx by dt is 1 by 15, and I need to just solve this, I'm done. It's 24 by 15. It's 8 by 5, which will be 1.6 centimeters square per second. Okay. Everyone look at the overall working. If needed, you can watch the video also later. Okay. But this was a good question and have high chances to be asked such questions. Okay. The initial question, what we did now, that has almost negligible chance to be asked. That area is equal to pi r square. That is very easy question. If it is asked, then your paper is, you can just consider yourself very lucky.
I understood though this question. I like this chapter. It's simple to understand.
Okay,
So far at least.
good. I'm obliged that you like this chapter. This is actually a very good chapter and you will love it if you understand it. It's as simple as that. Okay.
I like it because you're just plugging values. It's very nice and simple.
Yeah. Okay. So all of you, are you done with this?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. Samuel, done writing?
So, I'm giving like a minute.
Okay. Can you write later? Let me just discuss the last question. Okay.
Sure.
Just leave some space, write it later. I will just tell the beginning of this. Okay. I'll just tell you a hint for this question and then try to solve it later. Okay, a bowl is in the shape of a hemisphere of radius 8. Volume of liquid in the bowl is given by the formula. When the formula itself is given, then we can't help it. We have to use the same thing, what they have given. Where h is the depth of the liquid. Liquid is leaking through a small hole in the bottom of the bowl at a constant rate of, so basically dV by dt is given as 5 centimeter cube per second. The rate of change of depth of the bowl. Samuel, you could have waited for 1 minute. I'm ending the class in a minute. When you will,
I'm here, sir. I'm here, sir.
when you will come now, everyone will be gone. Party will be over. Okay. Liquid is leaking. Yeah, it is very important question, and you can just wait for a minute. Okay. Liquid is leaking through a small hole in the bottom at a constant rate. Find the rate of change of depth of liquid in the bowl at the instant when height is this. Now depth is given by h, means they are asking dh by dt. Question is very sorted. Okay, you have to just differentiate this. You have to create dh by dt term in that. And after differentiation, you have to put the value of dv by dt. You have to put the value of h as 3. And the dh by dt term, what we will get, that you need to find. Okay. It will be an equation which you need to solve. So give it a try. I'm not solving it right now. Okay. Every one of you give it a try.